Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Ruben Montez. I am the owner of KindredPDX. I started this company 10 years ago in an effort to help people understand their dogs better. I got inspired to do dog training through my own personal dogs and also my own life journey of feeling like I need to coach people. I've always been drawn to helping people in whatever way, shape, or form. I was drawn to kids when I was really young, and as I got older, I wanted to actually be a kindergarten teacher. Through my life journey, I went a different path and I actually started teaching dogs. And then through this process, helping friends and family with their dogs, I started to just feel like, hey, maybe I can actually teach people how to understand their dogs better, live with their dogs better. And so by adopting a really troubled dog, I was able to learn a lot more about dogs, and that ultimately led me into the field of dog training. So I think our philosophy and approach to training dogs differs from other trainers in the fact that we try to consider the dog. It's not so much about controlling the dog, which that is an aspect of it, but we can actually have better control over our dogs when we actually understand our dogs a little bit better and what's motivating them in any given moment. I find a lot of training companies nowadays focus on the human-centric side of things, meaning I'm the human, you're the dog, do as I say. And I don't think that's going to be the best long-term solution in order to get the best out of your dog for their whole life. By focusing on building a relationship and understanding the dog, we can actually help our dogs through their issues, but also get our dogs to actually want to do things for us rather than feeling like they have to do things for us. So a success story that really stands out for me is this dog, Ocho. His owners had originally reached out to me because their dog was human aggressive, but he also had really bad separation anxiety, so they really couldn't do anything without taking the dog. But this also meant that if they tried to go to the grocery store, they would need to try to bring in a dog daycare, they would need to take him to dog daycare. It just became really challenging to live with him. So after they contacted us, he came in for a board and train. He was with us for, I think, 5 or 6 weeks. And after that, their lives completely changed. They were able to do things with keeping Ocho at home. They didn't have to risk people coming in and getting bit. They've now started their own family and they have several kids, which is something that they did not think was possible when Ocho first arrived into their home. So I build trust, I think, with dogs and people in much of the same way. You know, I want to try to get people to feel comfortable, not by trying to do too much too fast. I really want to meet people where they're at, and I can really thank my martial arts training for this because I notice how my coaches interact with brand new students who maybe never have had a martial arts history before, and we really got to break things down. And by breaking things down, people can experience small successes, which ultimately just builds their confidence. And by doing so, we're able to make a ton of progress with their dogs in a, pretty steadfast fashion. So when you train with us, we're going to focus on building the relationship between you and your dog. When you understand your dog and your dog actually understands you, this is where you're going to get the lifestyle you want, you're going to get the safety that you want, and you're going to be able to give your dog ultimately the life that you want to give them because you have this mutual understanding.